Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. So here is young Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is
so much hype. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. He misses with that straight left. The left hook scores. The perfect counter lands. That big hook doesn't land. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's like a game of joust. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Here we go. It's round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into it.
Stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight with Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Talking about Alvarez in that last round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. And he scores with the counter. So much firepower here. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. So much for boxing. This is a fight. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round. 10 seconds left. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These punches coming from every angle. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 best middleweight fighters, you are...
About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. Time for the 5th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A perfect counter lands. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And he misses with that straight left. someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is a...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes. Hold it right there. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab, and be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Misses with the straight left. Jab slightly off target. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
The straight right just misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen? Oh, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose enough. And there's the bell for round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round here so far.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And down goes Jones Jr. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They're going to get back into the mix again. I want to know.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. and Pensacola's finest is down. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.